Hello everyone, my name is Relax and Panic and this is another reaction to Hunter x Hunter. It is episode 42 and you know what to do as always. If you want to see the reaction itself, just go down into my descriptions, follow the links, replace the parentheses, dot parts with real dots and enjoy. Once you've done, feel free to come back here and hear my thoughts about this episode, so see you soon. For those that came back, welcome back. Now what to say, that was a good episode. It kind of led to the auction now, I guess, and we got every major group moving in. So we have finally Leorio back, and he is united with Killua and Gon, where I already talked about it during the reaction itself. I'm always a bit sad about the fact that they so pushed down Leorio in this series in general, but well, okay, we discussed that in the past. What, however, I realized is another thing. So Killua, once again, has a different dress. So that might be a coincidence, but it feels to me like he is dressing different during the last episodes more and more. Which I like. I mean, characters are not one-sided. Gon is very often wearing the same thing, this green suit he has. Leorio is always in his blue dress. And Kurapika has this whatever kind of dress it is, right? So there's not much of a change. However, for Killua, he wears different outfits, different trousers, different pants, different shirts and vests and whatever he's wearing. So that's interesting to me. And I try to keep an eye on that. We know that the big brother of Killua is moving in because he very likely wants to buy one of the games. So he has enough money, theoretically, but thus he wants to be sure to get the game for sure. He borrowed 15 billions from his father, which possibly for him is not very much. And he promised to do 15 kills for that. Which is, there you see that they are on a different world, right? I mean, that's a normal thing, not a normal thing to say to someone, lend me so and so much money and I will kill people for you. They are assassins. It's the family. And we now know that he never left this mansion since he was 10, which is interesting. So he has had a lot of training, I guess. Sure. But he hasn't left this mansion for, I don't know how old he is, I guess like 6 years, something like that. I guess he's around about 16, I would guess. So, let's see how good he is in the real world, right? We learned that the Mafia is running the auction. That was a bit of a surprise to me. So I really thought these auctions were like, I don't know, an auctioneering company who owns a lot of money and security due to the amount of wealth. But it makes some sense that the Mafia does it, sure. And they can use it to wash their money, to bring in stolen goods and all of that. So the fact that they do it openly like that shows how influential they are in this world. So we got, as I already said, 3 of our 4 together back in one group, and they realized we need more money. The solution that Leorio went with is not really working, right? So, I mean, the idea in general works. Tricking people into trying to arm wrestle Gon, why not? But you will never ever make enough money out of that to stand a chance in this auction. What they, however, achieved is, interestingly, that they already met one of the Phantom Troupe, just coincidentally, because she wanted that diamond ring. She liked it. I like her. I mentioned that in the past already. I like her concept, this design, this she has this librarian feeling, which, and we've seen this episode, there's more to her, right? So she is strong, definitely is, and Gon was able to beat her in arm wrestling, but just by a small amount, and she did not use her strong arm, so she has a stronger arm, whatever that means. We will see. And she's extremely polite, which is a weird mix. So she is this polite and shy-looking drawn-back girl, just by her appearance, right? But on the other hand, she's a member of the Phantom Troupe, those killers and thieves who are known for being the best in the world, more neither. So that's a weird thing there. I checked again, so her name is Shizuku, because I wrote this down last time. I had to recheck all those names like Uvujin and Franklin and stuff alike. I'm pretty sure some of the names are wrong because it was too fast, but I will get them in time. So she moved away, and I mean, there was this moment when it was said, we are thieves, so we steal what we want, what we like. I kind of asked myself if they did steal the ring. They didn't show it, but I think there is an option they did, and that would be a nice reason for the others, for Killua, Gon, and Leorio, to follow them and to go into this auction as example and jump on their back. Just coincidentally. It's 3 million, that's a lot of money. I don't think they did that, but that would be a nice option story-wise to further the story here, to just bring everyone together. Which leads us to, ignoring the fact that Hisoka is looking around weird at his troupe, that leads us to Kurapika and Melody. So, I really like the interaction of those two. That was a nice moment, very well done. While everyone else of the group is doing their own stuff, and the father of the princess is coming to town as well, surprisingly. The two of Kurapika and Melody are standing on top of a building and watching everything. And we finally get to this Melody hearing the heartbeat moment, a melody of rage, a song of rage that she always refers to. So there are two things happening here. The one thing is, she got Kurapika to admit that he is a Kurta and that he's using black contact lenses, which I didn't get. That was so, I mean, that's pretty clever. Why didn't I think about that? I always wondered that no one realized what was going on. I mean, his eyes were glowing red. But yeah, he has contact lenses, so they could not completely see it. That's the one thing. She made him admit it. And understood enough to realize that if she would go and tell someone, there's a good chance he would kill her. Just by hearing to his heartbeat. And that led to her telling about herself. She did not tell. I mean, in the end, she did say why she's there. I guess she partially followed him. It's still not openly said, but I think that was a part of interest for her. But the other thing is, and that's really cool, she looks for what was it? The Dark Sonata. So 4 songs, flute, whatever it is in English, sorry. So 4 songs, whatever. 4 different versions for orchestra, whatever. For different instruments playing this Dark Sonata. Or the writing, it is a writing, possibly, I guess. It is an incredibly cool background story. I mean, seriously, you could make a series out of that. So, when you hear this sonata played, you get tortured. It's dark, it is evil and bad, so you get disaster falls upon you. And she heard like one note or one short moment of it, and her body changed. They did not show it completely, they just showed the arm. But it was, I guess, like scales or something, or maybe it was completely burned, something like that. It looked a bit more like it was scales upon it or something. And she wants to change that back. That is one part. And the other thing is, she wants to destroy those sonatas, those 4 things, to make sure that no one ever has to suffer like that. Especially seeing that her friend who played it died from it. So, that is one hell of a background story. I mean, seriously, I don't know if this series will ever really go onto this background story. Because it might be just for her character, right? But it would be a waste if they didn't, because that's this mysterious and interesting thing to have. And I really, really like it. And due to that change of her body and hearing this Dark Sonata, she is now able to hear people's heartbeats, and by having the experience that she has, The heartbeat tells her if this person is honest or not, if it's in rage, or if it is emotionally attached to something, stuff like that. It's a very good explanation. It's a cool idea. So in general, this episode was really good, meeting our characters again. But what I really liked most, definitely on top, is this idea for a background story, because I really, really dig that. So we will see what's going to happen next. And as always, if you want to see my next reaction, you have heard it, go to Patreon. However, for this time, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. My name is Relax and Panic. Goodbye and out.